little goofy representations, emojis I did just to lighten such a serious topic. Imagine that there are a bunch of actors or fake masks that you don't know, like some pictures representing something that you know if they're just a cover of something else. So I summed it into types, by the way. It almost even makes sense. It's like intellectual work. For somebody who did portraits, by the way, too much for not much of a point. But anyways, so first the other, now I'm going to show you the others. Those are, I call them between people emotions in relations to people. They're called intersocials because they're as a reaction to people. First off is a general empathy. This face is a little sad. I'm not sure why. Maybe it just has an empathy of sadness. Could be an empathy of happy, opened, looking, etc. It's also called mirroring. I wrote probably fake because it's rarely natural. Okay, so when it comes to little stuff, yeah. So judgment and anger. That's when somebody is angry with the brow low. That's kind of scary almost. Yeah, and there's also the positive ones: cheer, joy, laughter. That was so funny. Happy, sad. Happy and sad. Yeah, you know, you get it. It's somehow in relationship. I call that search, by the way, because I think that these emotions, when it comes to other people, what happens in your life in social terms in general, they are always somehow stronger when it comes to people. Even though if I could choose, I'll be happy by myself completely and laughing out loud by myself as well. But usually they are more amplified when it comes to people, if that matters in any sense. The others are so-called emotional, I call them. I don't know why. Because they're more intense, I guess. And they are in relation to people or environments. That's my face, it's kind of funny. This is surprise. Whoa. Etc. This is fear. This is just wondering, like doubt or, you know, just confusion. And this is in relation to something, wondering again, or just being indifferent. I don't know, this makes why I divided them into two categories. First, some emotions can be faked. They are very unlikely to be faked if they are very intense. And they're like being afraid, stressed in the moment, or it's pretty obviously when somebody is faking them, you know. So my emotions mostly were facepalm. Yeah, definitely facepalm. But I experienced other stuff too, no point. But anyways, I mean, there's some stuff that you can fake, and there's other stuff that obviously people can fake a lot when it comes to interpersonal. And I think this should be forbidden with the laws if they're overtly too much, because this is where the manipulation starts. Mirroring, judgment, in English they find out very, I don't know, kind of, at least they have some words like gaslighting. I don't know, they have a bunch of words. Gaslighting, I'm just going to face by myself. Anyways, so yeah, it's kind of overt. This one of the words is usually people who want to, yeah, mirroring also is very, very dangerous, by the way. Judgment and experiencing good and pleasant emotion, they're very powerful. If you're mostly depressed, yeah, they're very powerful. It's mostly childish, but it can be effective to affects it of who does not have that no-brainer knowledge. That my first doodles are actually kind of funny. They're so simple. But it's not about, mostly in reality, it's not about the face read of people. That's ridiculous. Even though it has an effect on a human, it's usually the environment around which the ideas, if somebody's trying to associate emotion to some topic you're talking about, generally not a good idea to listen to them, because you sit and reason around stuff without flash ideas or vogue ideas with connotation, etc. That's I experienced that with nearby people. Any kind of emotional association to something important, it's not a good idea if somebody created that. Yeah, so that was 101 basically. I'm going to give a pause for sure because I don't like it. I prefer to do something else, but I have to go because it turned out I'm an idiot on that topic. Not an idiot, but I didn't realize how some people's emotions, be it in some kind of fake stress scenarios, how they affected me. I didn't realize that. I thought it was so cool and I had nothing, no emotion, but just face palm. What the hell? Turned out that I'm pretty easily manipulated. Anyways, but yeah, apparently I still have. I think that I have also one theory. It's theory, it's not scientific, but nowadays you can say that everything is scientifically proved. And that is that if you, and I think it makes sense because if you make here, if you stress too much looking around people's faces or emojis and experience a bunch of emotions too, you become more and more sensible to face reading, something that a machine has no sense of reading a face, but a human can become more sensitive. I think that's also a thing. When you look too much emotion on other people's faces and experience them too, you can become more sensitive, more nerve-wracked. Yeah. So that's pretty much. I don't know. I think this is kind of boring. If it's very boring for me, I guess it's going to be boring for one or two people that listen to it. I'm just going to upload it.